Um, get my point flat. Actually, something doesn't feel right about that to me. It's like, you see this form, it's built up here, her hips, and it's being kicked here. Now suddenly it's moving forward. I just don't believe that. I feel like there's a feels like this has got to resist a little bit more before it starts to move. The more I can hold that off, like, she's really got to push through water. The water resists, and she is feeling it in the small of her back now. Can you feel that? And also I gained this idea that, I mean, the audience isn't looking at any of this. They're looking right here. I'm giving them what they want to look at, which is her eyes. They want to feel what she's feeling. Peripherally, they're seeing this and they're feeling it. Okay, so I'll let her hair kind of drip down here. Get rid of this one. You know, and the thing is that when you make a mistake, like that to me is a mistake, but it's not really a mistake. It's more of like a way of discovering what's working for me. And Walt Stansfield always talked about, somebody asked Thomas Edison how he felt about his 2,000 failures before he invented the light bulb, and he said, that wasn't 2,000 failures, that was a 2,000-step process. Okay, so now I've got this tension built up. Something's got to happen. And I feel like what I want to have happen now that this is, the tension has been up here, now it's kind of transferred down to about there. You see, you feel that? It's kind of like a wave, boom, crashing, pushing down. So it feels to me like her torso has to be pushed down, right? So instead of moving this way, once again, I'm not delivering yet on this idea of her moving there. I'm moving down. I love that. Whenever I know where I'm going to go, but I don't do it in the way that anybody would expect. Now she's pushed down, but her head stays up. Her neck is beginning to stretch a little bit. And I'm not really worrying about drawing an aerial correctly. This was when I animated her as well, I would just do it very loose like this. So somewhere out behind her, that tail has gone straight back. You know, maybe the fin hasn't, but she's kicking it back. Okay, so now her torso is moving. All of that energy has come down from up here to down to here. Now it's pushing down to here, and we're getting this energy. It's all pushing into there, and it's got to continue moving that way, right? which is really wonderful. And now I can feel there's something happening that I really kind of like. I'm going to hold back on the head a little bit more, but I like that the head is going to start to roll. Like we're not going to look at just profile now either. She's beginning, it feels like naturally it wants to kind of go opposite of the direction of her torso being pushed down. And the longer I set this up like that, you know that it's got to at some point reverse. And that's another thing, another card in my hand that I'm thinking, okay, when do I deliver on that? And if you do it fast, it gives it an enormous amount of power. And I have a feeling that I'm going to have to pay that off pretty quick to give her some real energy. So I'm going to start to reverse that now. Somewhere out here, that tail is kicking. And she's getting a lot of energy, and it's gonna, all of that holding back is really gonna pay off. Okay, so that head is moving too fast, but the body feels right. When I go home at night after animating like this, I've got my face is covered in graphite dust. This is just like this cloud coming up there. I'm hoping that some health expert discovers that graphite's good for your health. How much do I clean up afterwards? Well, I would go back in. I mean, I'll show you a little bit of cleanup what I would do with these afterwards. But I would clean up all of this stuff, unless there was some huge deadline, and I would give it to an assistant who I felt really could capture that. Now this is just she's out. But I don't want her just to go completely out. I want you to feel this fin kick right at the end. On down.